Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Y'all got to forgive me. I was already filming a video. I was a few minutes into it, and then my wife texted me, and I was asking her on my way home because I went to a football game with my college football teammate. His high school versus my wife's high school was just playing, and so I was out there, and then it started to drizzle, so I wanted to get on out of there. And I had texted my wife asking if she wanted me to bring anything home. So I clicked on the screen in the car, clicked the message thinking it's gonna let me see the message and show it to me. But technology ain't got that far. It actually cut off my phone and ended my video. But wanted to pop on here and touch on this here topic because y'all know I got 31 minutes and I don't like riding and just listen to the radio when I could be working, living my purpose. And y'all don't forget that YouTube pays you for your videos. Once you cross a certain threshold, you get 500 subscribers and you get the amount of watch hours they want you to get. YouTube pay you for these videos because that's how they make money. They take and they put advertisements on the video that y'all be seeing. And they can't do that and just keep all the money, so they got to pay us too. So go over to TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, get the course YouTube for Beginners, and see how it works. And that way, when you riding to and fro, y'all know I'm saying when I use to and fro in regular conversation. When you riding to and fro, then you could be earning you some money instead of just riding, listening to music and all that. No. Go on, shoot your little video. And so I wanted to pop on here and talk to you. And y'all gotta forgive me watching my surrounding traffic kind of a little crazy. And so on this here top, I was touching on this. I touched on this a little earlier. And on Instagram. And what I want you to understand about this, and this is where we going wrong, and this is where social media fails y'all at, because social media, you have people who are bitter, broken, jaded, hurt, and they turn a camera on and go to talking like they know what they talking about and don't be knowing what they be talking about. And so there's this thing of match energy, and where you look at what your partner doing and you do the same thing. And the problem with that is when you matching energy and that what you matching is not you upend your relationship. You derail your relationship, because the point of having a relationship is to have differences. You want to be strong where your partner is weak at, and you want your weaknesses to be your partner's strengths. That's why a relationship is like a puzzle. And if you notice, on a puzzle, the pieces fit together. They fit around each other. So what one piece is lacking, the other piece has. But when you mirror their image and you match their energy when it's negative, now you are just stacking on top of them. You're no different than them. So now your relationship is weakened and upended and ruined because you're copying their negative energy. If you want to match energy, you need to match their mature energy. You need to match their grown energy. You need to match their healthy energy. You need to look at their energy that is good because of how they were raised, and look at your energy that is bad because of how you was raised, and you need to learn from them and emulate that. And see, what matching energy, what I want you to understand is, when you look at a relationship, you got one person who is not sexual, and you got the other person who is sexual. And the person who is not sexual depends on the person who is sexual to make the first move in the marriage. And if the person who is sexual gets in their feelings and start to say, well, I'm not gonna make the first move, I ain't doing nothing till they initiate it. And I just seen this on social media the other day. Then guess what? You finna go into a boring, sexless marriage because the person who is not sexual is not going to make the first move because that's not them. Because of what they have gone through, what they have lived. They could have been violated before you met them, and so they don't want to be out here doing all the foolishness. They don't want to be initiating because they're not comfortable. They haven't gotten over that. And you're not going to be able to change that trauma. You're not going to be able to change that pain. And so you have to embrace the fact that you are able to make the first move and go ahead and do that. Versus taking and saying, I'm not going to make no move because you're not making no move. So we not finna do nothing then. Now that right there is the trick of the enemy. The same with somebody may take and they're not affectionate. They don't touch and rub and all of that. And so the other person take and say, well, oh, because they're not touching me, I'm not gonna touch them. And then now you in a relationship where there's no touching. Whereas if you're a touchy-feely person, you actually get a good feeling when you touching them. Even though you initiating and you touching them, it make you feel good because you touchy-feely. And then what you have to do is, instead of getting an attitude, if you the touchy one, you just got to go lay your head on their lap, lay your head on their shoulder, ask them, can y'all cuddle? And then now you initiate it. And this is what you got to realize and understand. And a lot of people don't do that. They don't understand that. And this is what hurts you. This is how we fail. And so I want you to take and think about this and realize this and understand how this here works. And then you may have somebody who they're not expressive. They don't want to have a town hall meeting. They don't want to have that come to Jesus meeting. They don't want to do all that. They're not expressive. So then you take and you say, okay, well, because they don't express their feelings, I'm not going to express my feelings. You match your energy, not realizing that that's just their nature. And that's what ruins your relationship. So the only energy you should be matching is positive, healthy energy. And I saw a lady, she said, you know, I think the matching energy thing is for when you're dating. Because if you're doing the most, they'll be taken for granted. And where that is misunderstood is, you shouldn't be doing for someone who is mean to you, using you and abusing you. But if you're a giver and you're a gift giver and you doing all this, do what you do because that's you. Don't do what you do because you want it back in return. Do what you do because that's what you want to do and that's how you are. So like I'm the type of person to where I feel abundant. I feel like I have an abundant life. I feel like all I need is oxygen, and everything else on top of oxygen is a bonus. So that's how I live. That's how I believe my life. How I live my life. I'm not a scarcity-minded person. So this month is my wife's birthday, and for me, I'll take everything I earn, other than the hard bills that got to be paid. I'll take everything I earn and I'll spend it on her for her birthday. If it was up to me, I'd rent out a little hall or a restaurant and throw her a birthday party. Have all the balloons, all the strings, all the flowers, all the everything, champagne, all the DJ, and throw her a little birthday party if it was up to me. But see, the thing about it is I can't necessarily take and do that if I ain't got it. But if I got it, oh, I'm gonna do it. And guess what? I'm not worried about nothing else. I ain't not worried about no bills, because I want her to feel all the love. And because I also know one of her things is gifts, because she like to receive gifts. She love gifts. It don't have to be expensive. It don't have to be nothing like that. It just, to her, that expresses thoughtfulness. And so I'll take and do that. But then guess what? Me, I don't really want a lot of gifts. I don't want you to spend your last on me. I don't want you to sacrifice and not pay your bills to spend that on me. I don't want you to do that, but that's what I would do for you. That's just how I love. That's how I am. And you might not agree with that, but that's how I am. And so you have to understand that in a relationship. And I realized this, and I learned this the hard way. And this is why I'm trying to save you. So my personality is to shower with praise, blow your head up, make a big deal about everything, really gas your head up. But then when I got to be blunt with you, and I got to be real and raw with you, I'm going to be blunt, real, and raw. So it's like that praise could lift you up. That bluntness could tear you down. So when I went through in my life, in my marriage, and I was having my mental health crisis, I'm carrying the world. I'm in spiritual warfare. I'm struggling. Everything is hurting. I'm really, really going through. When I went through that, my wife, she could have gave up and left me. But the reason why she didn't is because I had so many deposits in the love bank. I had so much stored up from all of the gifts, all of the kindness, all of the laughter, all of the praise. So when I went through to where I was quiet, distant, sharp, rude, every single time it was a withdrawal. But I'm withdrawing $10 at a time out of an account with $1 million in it. But see, my wife, she's not the expressive type. She's not the type to shower you with praise. She's not the type to do all of that. So if I would have matched her energy, I wouldn't have had that million love notes in the love account. So when I went through and I'm making withdrawals, I'd have went bankrupt. And that's why it's important to not match energy when the energy don't serve you. And so a lot of time with this matching energy thing is, it's childish, it's games. And when you play mind games, everybody loses. And this is what you have to realize and understand. You got to be authentic, you got to be real, you got to be raw, you got to be direct, you got to be you got to be healthy, you got to be healed, you got to be whole. That's what you got to be. And if you could do that and you could get to that point in your life, things gonna look up for you. Things gonna change for the better. So realize and understand, this is where we got to get to. And don't be caught up saying, oh, I'm gonna match energy. When the person actually loves you, they actually love you with all that they got. Let me see what's going on with this car here, because they were slowing down. Let me see what they got going on. Okay, he gonna turn, I'm gonna go straight. Gonna turn, I'm gonna go on straight, because they got too much going on. Let me see if they hop out that turning lane and hop back behind me. Oh, he's going to turn, so he's going his way. Okay. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. That if you play mind games, everybody lose. It's going to cost you. You're going to pay a price. And this the thing, the people that's giving you that advice, oh, match their energy. Listen, if you got to match toxic energy, if you got to match negative energy, you in the wrong relationship. You wasting your time. You shouldn't be with the person if you got to match silent treatment for silent treatment. If you got to match their non-affectionate personality, and now you got to turn down your affection, turn off your affection to be non-affectionate. Not realizing that they only non-affectionate because of how they was raised. Their mama ain't even hugged them. They dad ain't even hugged them. They could literally love you more than anything on earth. And you taking it personal just because they express their love different than you express your love. They will die for you. They will live for you. They will kill for you. And here you is turning off the affection that they've been longing for, that they've needed all their life. And you're like, well, they ain't giving me no affection. They ain't giving me no affection. It should fill your bucket, filling their bucket. And then what you got to do is you have to understand their affection might be providing for you. If they paying the bills, their affection might be cooking for you. Their affection might be cleaning for you. Their affection might be being your do boy, being your do girl. They like your executive assistant. That's their affection for you. So while you want a back rub, a head scratch, a neck kiss, a hug, and all of that, they breaking their back for you. And you overlooking it and ignoring it because it don't look like what you think showing love is supposed to look like. And so you accepting what they doing and you like, oh, I appreciate that, but that ain't what I wanted. I wanted you to do this. No, you got to love, you got to accept the love that they giving you. And you got to count that love, and you got to multiply that love, and you got to appreciate that love, and you got to be like, oh, you know what? They giving me love, man. Hold on. Like, what? They giving me love. Like, let me accept this here love. And let me realize how much this means. Let me see that, how much they doing for me, how much they going, how much they giving, how much they bending over backwards. Like, whoa, this real love. Okay, I see. Y'all forgive me, I had a late night last night, had me a headache. I'm finna have to do that old hood remedy. Well, white women do it too. McDonald's French fries with a Coke. Well, I'm feeling like that. Man, listen, these people on their phone like this. Y'all need to get off that phone now. Y'all almost slammed in the back of me on that doggone phone. And we out here with these speed bumps. See, I had to slow down for a speed bump. They on their phone. And like, sir, don't look at me, see me on my phone, and you want to get up here. Like, listen, I'm a professional now. My eyes on the road and in the rearview mirror. You about to hit me in the back, and I can tell by them headlights, you ain't got no good insurance. I already know you ain't got no insurance on that thing. You know, told me out the frame, told it bumper be all on the road and can't afford the paint on here. So you got to drive defensive. See, that's when you know somebody called to this, when they could shoot a video and not only drive, but drive defensive. Don't get mad, scratch your booty and get glad. You better know what the Lord doing right in front of your face. Lord, keep us safe. So listen to me. This is what I want you to realize and understand, and get this in your spirit. And don't let this TikTok and social media mess up your relationship. Don't let it come for you. Don't let it mess you up. Because I'm here to tell you, it will happen. It will mess you up. Because you listening to these people who, they might have a little bit of a point, but the point got to be thoroughly explained. See how they right there just popped up? Rub Sharif feet with magnesium. That's in my calendar. That right there literally in my calendar. And that's why I try to tell you, like, listen, when I tell you I be trying to grow and trying to be my best, and so now that I just seen that, I got that in there, I forget to do it all the time. Because we already been in bed. We watching us some on Netflix. But I'm going to go home, take my shower, go on over there. And whether she showered or not yet, I'm going to rub them feet. I know I'm coming home about 10 o'clock, so she already been in the shower. Rub them feet with that magnesium, help her sleep better. And see, that's the thing. She will never offer to rub my feet. My feet will not be in her calendar. Not rubbing my head, not rubbing my back, not none of that, because that's not her personality. But guess what though? Woke up this morning, had breakfast ready for me on the stove, had my liter of water fully full, had my lunch packed, had a smoothie in the refrigerator, homemade, all of that right there for me, ready for me. That's love. So I have to look at it and say, listen, do I want a head rub, a back rub, a foot rub, or a whole breakfast made with a smoothie, with a jug of water? Then my lunch had sushi bacon there with the seaweed, with the what that was. And see, listen, what I'm finna do. My wife, she'll be like, no, I'm good. Oh, we got Coke at the house. She got Coke at the house because she like to hit her Coke. And see, this is what people like. I remember I went to LA, and I was around some folk. They had just met me, and they was like, oh, I bet you eat healthy, huh? What you want, like some kale? I said, what? I said, listen, I'm a relationship coach. I'm not no dietitian. I ain't no nutritionist. Now you tried me. They had candy yam, mac and cheese, collard green, fried chicken. I'm like, did you just offer me some kale? And you in here finna eat like this? Ma'am, absolutely not, man. Don't try me like that. Give me some of that fried chicken. I got right on it. I wonder what happened up here at the McDonald's now. Cause I'm gonna tell you something about McDonald's. Ain't nothing better than a McDonald's Coca-Cola. You need that Coca-Cola in your life. You need to go around now. Y'all trying to bike up. You need to go on somewhere now. Go on around the circle now. Y'all, I really don't even want this. I'm just copying my wife because that's what she get when she got a headache. See, that's what marriage will do for you. And see, so I'm over here matching energy. I do not want no fries. I ain't finna drink this. I'm finna go on about my business. Cause I'm like, I don't even want that. That's what my wife be doing. And she anemic. They be having other problems. I'm like, I ain't got no problem. Let me go on about my business. And so this is what I want you to realize and understand. Let's see what's all in this plaza. Is you can't be out here trying to match energy. You got to know who you are, and you got to do what you do. And you got to stand on that, because this the thing, and this is what I try to get folks to understand. You might be the affection in the relationship. You the affection. You might be the peace in the relationship, the cool and the calm. You might be, look at the golf store with the bars up. Y'all, white people don't break in stores like that. It's like, that's what we do out the hood, and we're not breaking in no golf store. They think the white golfers is for rich people. Y'all wasting money. Boy, you see how people don't be thinking? It's like people who golf is rich. They not finna come break in your store in the middle of the night. That's supposed to be, if you got a bunch of basketball jerseys in there and stuff like that. I'm like, come on now, y'all got to think. Let me see if there's an office over here available. Let's see if I'm the only one in the recession. Okay, the dentistry, what this is? Bright Star. Lord, don't let me hit no whole curb now. Let's see what this is. Pediatrics. Another dentist? Y'all fixing everybody's teeth in here, huh? Got over here. Well, that dentist big. Making some money. Precision Health. Got over here. Trial team. Okay. Clark. Okay. Access Health. Alright, so we got doctors and dentists and stuff. And lawyers. Good money. Imaging. Tampa General Hospital imaging. Okay. What we got this here? Permanent makeup and studio. I bet that permanent makeup terrible. Y'all coming out of there looking like, who shot John? Oh my goodness. Absolutely not. Them people be terrible at what they do. Craft just be off. Do not be good. And so listen to me. This what you got to get in your spirit. And when you get in your relationship, like, listen, be you. And then what you got to do, instead of matching negative energy, grow. So if you the one that don't like to have real conversations, if you the one that you over talking, and when y'all do talk about something, you talking too much. If you the one that's always griping and complaining, always jealous and insecure, if you the one that's not affectionate, never touching, never showing love, wherever you are deficient, whatever you doing wrong, grow. That's what I need you to do. I need you to grow. Stop worrying about what they doing and you grow. And what you got to realize, the purpose of a relationship is we heal one another. So we learn and we grow by helping each other, by speaking truth to power, by walking in love. We learn and we grow. So guess what? My wife, who used to never give compliments, like it just wasn't her thing. She just didn't really know how to do it. She used to never do that. Now, when I get dressed, she say, "Oh, you look good. You look handsome." Now she say that. I don't even be knowing how to receive it. And she say that because I have said that over and over and over for 18 years. And then I have told her, you don't never give me no compliment. So guess what? She learned what I wanted and she grew. And vice versa with me, she'd be like, hey, listen, when you feel away, you tell me how you feel, like, boom, it's over with. That's good. I got it. We ain't got to talk about it for 3 hours. Like, I heard you. I got it. And I'm like, oh, okay. But guess what? She grew up around people who didn't really give a lot of compliments. And instead of getting a compliment, they would tell you that you fat, tell you that you gaining weight, tell you that you looking bad. And so you more likely in her family to hear when you falling off, when you looking bad, than to hear when you looking good. And so because of that, that's how she was, and that's where she struggled at. She struggled with that right there. Like, well, y'all get on across the street. Why y'all walking so slow now? I'm up here trying to look around and see what all for sale out here in the plazas. Y'all walk around, staring at my car now. Get on across the street now. And so, guess what? I had to learn. But see, I grew up in a home to where my daddy, when he had to express something, he'll sit down and he'll talk to me for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And boy, because the way me and him is, you see how long I'm talking right now? It's like when we get to going, we be hitting so many gems, we like, I gotta keep talking. What? Woo! Well, the Lord, Lord, use me. And so we get that right there point to where we'll keep on talking. And my wife had to break me out of that. Just the way I say what I need to say and go on about my business. And that's the point. That's the purpose of a relationship. You help each other. You grow together. You helping them grow, they helping you grow. And that's the point and the purpose of it. And that's what you got to realize. But see, we mess up with that. And we get to where we say, oh, they ain't doing this, so I ain't gonna do that. So listen, get that in your spirit. All the important links in the description. We got we raising funds right now for the Kickstarter. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate Kickstarters. This is the crew idea, and we in the right now we in a different time to where it's better to have a group effort. Everybody give $2. And then boom, we could fund the film. It's entertainment, education for you, edutainment, and then we're gonna keep it going, get it going, keep building from there. We also right now the all access membership. Voila, that's my new baby right there. Putting everything into that. I think we probably have 600 members now. When we get to 1,000 members, that's when I'm gonna start picking the chapter presidents. And there'll be certain stipulations for a chapter president, but they'll be hand-picked. And then with those chapters, y'all will be able to do Zoom separately, be able to do meetups, able to do things like that together in y'all city, state. And then we're gonna run my retreats out of there. All of my casting and stuff like that I do will come out of there. Probably eventually pick my executive assistant out of that group. Any type of opportunities and stuff it'll go through that group. So it's the all access membership. It's 70 courses in it right now. God bless you. Get on in there. Keep your head up. Keep going. And we'll talk soon.